guys, Yowie Chaser. Just down here at Woodenbong, guys. I'm going to tell you a story in a minute and you're not going to believe it. There's no Yowie involved. It was at the Yowie spot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you for a drive. Here's the main street of Woodenbong. We're going to turn around and we're going to go down Richmond Street where the two Yowies were in houses down there, two different separate times. Then I'm going to drive back to the Yowie Crossing at Woodenbong. I'm going to keep it rolling the whole way through so you can have a look at the area. And I'll share you this story. It's just a coincidence, guys, and it's a coincidence that's happened to me once before. Okay, now, well, anyway, we'll go down to Richmond Street. All right, so that's the pub down there. You got a cafe here, and then across the road you got the local servo. All right, so just past the pub down here is Richmond Street. We're going to go up there. That's where two people have reports of Yowies. Not sure what number it was, but it was somewhere up here. One of these houses on the left. It's also, this is the street where I was driving along the other day saying about the river, how it floods. I should have come down here. Oh, there's the police up the road. I'll have to end it. Have a look at that. Look at that land. It's all just caved in. See you later. Thanks for coming. Oh, Foxy didn't make it. You gotta be quicker, bud. Alright, guys. This is the story that it's unbelievable. Well, it is to me anyway, because it's the second time this sort of stuff's happened to me. I'll show you the first thing that I'll tell you this first story. So, as you know, I lost all the videos on my other phone. I'm still hoping I can get them off. So I've gone back to Woodenbong to where I thought I heard the tree knock, the wood, the smell, and the footsteps. Right, I've gone back there. All right, so this is the road heading back towards Bow Desert. So off to the right, that'll take you to Kyogle. I'll probably go back that way. Anyway, so I've gone all the way back up that hill. I actually climbed it way quicker. There's other videos. All the other videos will be out after this one. I'm only making this one because of what happened, right? Now, when I got to the spot where all that happened, I went up the hill even a little bit further, kept going, followed the track along for about another K probably. It kept going downhill, and I've already looked on the maps and it goes back uphill. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn around. I wasn't seeing any signs, nothing happened again. 2 ridge lines in a row, guys, and nothing. I don't like ridge lines. Do not walk ridge lines. Anyway, now I get back to the spot, because I say in the other videos, I'm just going to sit there for a while, and I'm going to climb the fence. I'm going to go over the barbed wire fence. I'm going to show you where see if I can find any footprints, because I heard like something moving around, and see if there's any dead or whatever, you know, so I can see. So I go there, I climb over the barbed wire fence, and I've ripped my pants as well. I hate that on the way back, bloody barbed wire fences. Now what happened was, I'm going down the other side, guys, trying to find a smell or looking for footprints, okay? Now that video that I do, it probably only goes for 3 or 4 minutes. I can't remember, all right? Now you'll be thinking, why is that? When I got to the part, here's the unbelievable part. Some of you might not want to hear this, but I'm only telling you because this is just such a coincidence. And do Yowies know more about us than what we think? I don't know, man. This is twice this has happened to me, right? So I got to the spot where I thought I smelled the smell, but I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side of the median strip. What I call the medium strip. Now, all of a sudden, guys, I swear to God, I had to go to the toilet. Right where the smell was. Remember how I told you that smelled like sewage? Well, I had to go to the toilet. I stopped filming. I said, I've got to go. I've got to get out of here as quick as I can. I've got to go. Like, now, that's the coincidence. How come last week I said I smell I smelled sewage. I said the smell like sewage. Okay, it wasn't nothing dead. It smelled like sewage. Now today, a week later, I'm back at the same spot. I get to the other side where I think the smell and the footsteps were coming from, and I've got to go to the toilet. Now, it's hard to believe, okay? I know that, but that's what happened, guys, right? Now, some of you might not want to hear the next bit, but normally, if I have to go to the toilet, I can hold it. I can make it to a toilet, but I just knew this time, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm trying to jump the fence. That's how I ripped my pants. Hang on, just got to pause it. Like, this is going to sound sick, guys, but I'm telling the story because I want you to know what happened. I did not make it out there. I had to go to the toilet in the bush, guys. Right? I know this sounds bad, but I had to go. Now, like I said, I don't normally have problems like that where I can normally make it to the toilet, but I never made it. Now, it's just such a coincidence. Now, if you want to hear the second coincidence, that's when I walked into a track. This was at the back of Jimboomba, and I didn't make it up the hill. And I laid on the track. I was 10 meters from a corner. Then I went back there 3 or 4 months later on my dirt bike, and I crashed my dirt bike in the same spot. And guess what? I was laying in the same spot again. Like, I've told people, my mate that was with me, he goes, yeah, he's had nothing to do with it. Well, they probably didn't, but something's going on. Something's going on, guys. It's happened again. Same sort of thing. You guys, I know you would not believe this story. I know you won't, but I'm telling you, this is what just happened. I don't know what else to say. But now look, I don't know if that's Yowies that can do that. Is there something else? Is there something that knows that I was going to come back there and have to go to the toilet, so they made a smell? I don't know, man. It just can't happen, surely. Even where I crashed my bike. Sorry guys, I had a car come flying up on me. I wanted to let him go. The same thing happened. Like I said, I was walking along a track. I couldn't make it. I only had to go from here to that. Hang on, you won't even see. Here to that pole. No, hang on, I'll do it again. See this sign coming up? And I would have been in the shade. I was from here to there, probably. And I would have been in the shade. And I stopped and laid on the track. I couldn't go any further. Now, it's also where I crashed my bike. A couple of months later. Now I've gone back here. To bloody... I'm at the Yowie Crossing. I want to show you this thing. Look, it's not a footprint. I don't think it's a footprint. I'm just going to show you it anyway while we're here. And now I've gone back up to that spot where I've told you I'm going to go back. And then that happens. I had to get out of there. I had to go to the toilet. Like, after I said I smelled sewage. All right, I'm going to show you this. I can't find it. It was tractor marks. What? All right, I found it. I don't think it's anything. All right, so that's the story, guys. We're at the Yowie Crossing. I've been up that bloody ridge line. I went way up. That's where I went the other day. Nothing again. I went up it easier, but here's the big foot. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Tell me what you think, man. Like, what is going on? Like, it just can't happen, guys. You know what I'm saying? There's just, and I have these weird things. I tell people all the time, this weird stuff happens to me all the time. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's even like, you know how I showed you in that last video how there's an old tree across the road and there's a branch on it? Now, another guy, another YouTuber, he filmed the same thing, right? Now, what's the chances that he films that and then a couple of days later, I film the same thing? I've never seen that before. But it just happened again. This is what I tell people. I have all this weird stuff happen to me, man. When I used to work, when I had a normal job, a Monday to Friday job, I used to go out on the weekend and cruise around. I come back to work and tell people, you won't believe what just happened. Well, it had nothing to do with Yowies. It was just weird stuff. Weird stuff happens all the time. Oh, yeah, whatever. You're full of it. It's just always happened. Anyway, this little machine, he's gone along here and he's been smashing everything, man, eh? Look at this, I didn't know this was here. Oh, is this where drains are? Oh, look, see these little yellow markers? That tells you where the drain is. I didn't even know there was one there. There you go. Yeah, we should probably going through the bloody drain. They're probably getting down on all fours and going, no, they wouldn't fit through there. Little ones might. Alright, we're going to get out of here. There's another one. That's good to know, that. The yellow markers. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for watching.